This is where you got to cut. You run this ball screen right here. Look at Elwood. Offensively, just like defensively, it's ball you man. You got to see what your man and the ball at all times on offense. Because look at this. You run this ball screen with Jason G, and look at this. Look at Elwood's man's and backside help. Why is Elwood still standing here? You've got to cut. And Jason G is doing a good job. He knows that he needs to be a playmaker here and look to pass. Okay, but Elwood has got to cut, and this is just a catch and a layup. And Jason G's looking for him, okay? But Elwood's not there on that cut, so you end up kicking it out to Jalen for a three, and you miss, and you don't score when you should have out of that ball screen. This is a perfect example of what cutting can do. Look at this. You throw the ball to Jason G, and he's drawn a double team. What does Jalen do? He doesn't stand, he cuts. And what does his cut do? His cut doesn't open anything up for him, but look what it's going to do. It's going to take this defender with him. So what does that mean? Now that this defender has to go with him, look at now Matt is left wide open. Now, if this was a little bit better pass, it's a catch and shoot three, but still, you're forcing this defender now to have to sprint now, going all the way from taking out this cut to having to sprint all the way to the corner here. Okay, and that's never going to happen. So now you can get on, you can pump fake and go. Again, if Jalen doesn't cut, though, now this defender can stay here, and it's a much easier closeout. But look, that cut sucks in that defender. He's never able to get back out in time, and it's just going to lead to a foul now, and you get two shots. So we got a cross screen here. Cody's not seeing this. Look at your man setting a cross screen right here. Cody's got to jam this player coming through. There's no resistance when this player comes through the screen. So now when Jared gets on the other side, he's out of position. The other thing is we should be digging right here. Look at this. Matt, get halfway. Elwood should be getting halfway. When this player puts the ball on the deck 1-2, you stunt, you recover, and you clog up his post up. But, the cross-screen defense wasn't there. There's no post dig, and, now you just leads to a layup. Cody's got to attack more here. You run this ball screen. Cody, get downhill. Again, the longer you're downhill, the more this player has to stay towards the ball, the more it's going to open up Reed's roll. Okay, see, look at you pick your dribble up, and now this player's too easily able to recover back. If Cody's dribble's alive and he's attacking downhill off this big's hip, now this big has to stay towards the ball. Now it gives Reed time to roll. Now Reed should be looking to seal here, though. Look at this. Once this ball gets swung to the wing, why is Reed stopping? Reed should be just getting right into this big's jersey and sealing him off, and we can throw it to you, and you should be able to catch it low enough and get something easy there. But Reed doesn't look to seal. Cody doesn't drag that big nearly enough, and now that you have to reset the offense. A couple of things here. Let's look at Jared right here on this down screen, okay? Jared's trying to go up the gut of this down screen, okay? Again, just chase. See, look at Jared. Look how long it takes Jared to get on the other side of this screen because he's initially trying to go up the gut. Now, there's got to be some communication here. It doesn't look like he was aware that a down screen was coming there. But, again, his route, he's trying to go this way, and just that little flinch up the gut is going to mean that he's going to get out late to the three-point line, and so now, again, it's beat on a rip-and-go drive. Now, the other thing is with Reed here, he's positioned perfectly, right? Back to the baseline, everything. But we're not gambling here, right? All you're doing by being in the gaps is getting this dribble picked up early. It's just jab, recover, okay? You don't want to you're not trying to get a steal. When you try and get a steal, bad things happen, you get called for a foul, okay? It's just stunt, dribbles picked up, bang, you'll be able to get out. You don't have to move Reed doesn't have to move here. So he's going to be able to get out to the three-point line in plenty of time. It's just right here. It's just jab, recover. Okay, but look what Reed does. He's going to keep his hand in there to try and get a steal. And now look, now you get called for a foul, and it's two shots for But Jared should not have gotten beat like that if he doesn't go up the gut of that down screen. So again, you can easily beat this press and get a numbers advantage here. Look at this. Where's Cody going right here? The ball's right here. If Cody just stands in the middle here, okay, now look. Now this defender right here's got to step up, right? And now Elwood can be off to the races, okay, and then bang, we're gone, and it's a 3-on-1, 2-on-1, whatever. Okay, but again, where's Cody going? You're not allowing Jared the option to hit you right here. If Cody is right here in the middle of this little diamond right here, bang, now this defender's got to come up, okay, and now Elwood can go, and then boom, you should get a layup out of this. But Cody again doesn't make himself available, and now look, now you give up this numbers advantage that we should have had off of Uno's press. Yeah, so I don't really know why you have to switch this ball screen right here. I mean, you can jam and go under, Okay, you can hedge, you can ice, you can do whatever, but what, if you're going to switch this ball screen, you can't get smoked like this. Look at this. So Uno runs his ball screen, and Cody and Matt switch. So I guess that's fine, but this looks like a mismatch because Matt's about to get destroyed here. Okay? I mean, if Cody, again, if you jam and go under, hedge, ice, whatever, but Matt can't handle this player clearly because, look, he's about to get blown by baseline right here. And what does that do? It forces Reed to have to step up, which looks like he had to do or he was giving up a layup. And now look, I mean, now there's, there's no one to X out onto this man in the corner. So, you're just giving up a wide open catch and shoot three. But I think it might have been the case of why did Matt switch onto that player if he was just going to get smoked by him one-on-one? Empty side pick and pop here, great spacing. My one quibble here is, again, Elwood could take another dribble here. Look at this. Instead of picking up his dribble now, one more dribble, that takes this big even more, and all it does is just open up Matt's pick and pop even more. But again, you got the spacing is good on the pick and pop here, okay, and you still get a pretty good look out of this. It's just one more dribble even opens that up even more. You just got to knock that down. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Look at this. You run this empty side ball screen. Uno, looks like they're kind of in drop coverage, or I don't know what they're doing, but look at that. Reed has all the space to roll, and look what happens. Reed sucks in this backside defender, so Matt does what? He doesn't stand. He dives to this open space in that dunker spot, and he's wide open. So look at that. He's just catching layup. That's just unbelievable basketball. 3-1 zone. So, yeah, I mean, this is just a basic breakdown. I mean, Spencer can't really sink all the way down here because he's got a man right here that he can't leave open. I mean, I guess Cody can sink down a little bit, and Jalen can kind of move over a little bit, and kind of because these people are two passes away, if you want to occupy both of these two people. But so I guess that's what you do. You have Cody kind of slide in a little bit. Jalen slides over a little bit, so Cody's kind of denying there. But Jalen isn't so glued to this man that this paint is wide open. You can see what happens. I mean, people are out of position, and it leads to a layup. So this is bad ball screen defense here. I mean, Reed's sagging. When you're hedging, you can't sag. Okay, Reed should be right now. His man's getting ready to set a ball screen. Get attached so that when this player comes off this ball screen right here, okay, you're hedging high, right? And as soon as he hesitates or picks up his dribble, you can recover. And now Jason G all he has to do is simply maybe take one step up and be the tag man, and then he'll have plenty of time to recover. But look what Reed does. First of all, he kind of gives him the lane like this, which can't happen. You got to hedge high. And then where's Jalen going? It looks like Jalen, I guess, is trying to switch. So if Jalen's trying to switch, why is Jason G then even in backside help at all? I mean, Jalen really, probably what Jalen should be doing is coming back over here so Reed can get back down to his man. Players picked up his dribble. Jalen right now should be able to play him straight up, and Reed should be already back. But you end up switching this really late. I doubt you really wanted Jalen switching onto this big. So now Jason G's got to stay here, okay, and backside help an extra second longer, and you end up, that lift for Uno's wide open, and it's 3 points. Again, on this high-low, you got to cut, and we got the wrong person cutting. Reed throws it down to Jason G. Why is Spencer cutting? Spencer's man is not in backside help. Spencer, all you cutting does is clog up the lane. Spencer's got to stay home. Jalen is the one whose man is helping right here. See, this is Jalen's man right here. As soon as he leaves to help over the top, okay, you got to go. Only good things happen if Jalen cuts. Okay, if Jason catches this look and Jalen's gone now, Spencer, you got to stay out here. But if Jalen cuts, the only thing that happens here is Jalen's either going to be wide open on his cut for a layup, or what happens? Now, one of these defenders, either this defender leaves to take Jalen's cutout, or this defender leaves to take Jalen's cutout, and now Jason G is just going to have an open layup, and he can power up over them. But when Jalen just stands at the three-point line and doesn't cut, you allow your man now to go double-team the post, recover out, and you don't make the defense pay. And now, look, now you got to reset your offense, and you don't get anything out of that. Again, you want to dive to this open space. Look at Spencer right here. He's going to attack and get into the lane. He's going to draw this defender here, but look what's going to happen. Okay, Jason G is just going to stand here. No. Look at this. When your man steps up to help like this, first of all, he's fading outside the paint, so he's just making life difficult on himself. So the difference here is look, instead of Jason G standing right here, dive to this open space. Okay, because what happens? Now we're just dropping it to you and it's a layup. When you're outside the block like this, when you don't dive to this open space when your man steps up to help, now look, now that defense again is able to help and then recover, and now look, now they're able to foul you. Now you got to go to the line and make 2 shots to get make the 2 points back that you would have had if you would just dive to that open space and it would have been a dunk. So look at the difference here. You got someone in the middle here, this Uno press. See, Matt's going to flash to the middle right here. Okay, and look, now you're off to the races. Okay, and you don't end up taking advantage of it because right here, I mean, this pass to Reed doesn't get made, but you can see all you got to do is just get someone in the middle of this press right here, and now you're off to the races with numbers, and you should have a layup. Now, again, you don't take advantage because I don't know why this pass to Reed doesn't get made, but you can see when you get in the middle of that press, what ends up happening. And again, someone's got to cut here when the ball gets thrown at the post. Look at all this traffic that Reed draws here. Okay, I mean, Matt, don't stand. Your man is in backside help. Cut. Okay, because now we're dropping it to you for a layup. But look at when you stand. Reed is drawing 4 different people to him. No one's diving. Jason G isn't diving and going to be able to power up over that guard or set up an open 3 for Spencer. Everyone's just standing at the perimeter. So now you allow the defense to collapse, okay? And then you cause a turnover, and you're not able to take advantage. This is where Jason G should be catching this ball all the time off these ball screens. So Uno's going to kind of soft hedge right here. The key is look where Jason G catches. Now, he really doesn't seal his man here, okay? But look at where he's catching this. He's catching this ball in the charge circle. And this is what happens because this big, when he hedges, has to recover. So on that recovery, you can always get him with a post seal. And this is where Jason G, off of all these ball screens, should have the opportunity to catch the ball. You're just catching this right in the charge circle. Okay? So now it's just catch, 1 dribble, go up for an easy layup. So you always want to twist here. If Reed sets this ball screen here and the defense goes under, if Jalen isn't coming off this ball screen and taking a jumper, then Reed right back into a second ball screen right here. Right? Because they're not going to go under that second time, and now we create the numbers advantage. We create a switch with a mismatch down low. We can get a post seal because they hedge, drop coverage, whatever. But you want to, anytime they go under and we're not taking a jump shot off of that, just twist right into a second screen. Okay, 2 people doing one thing in the zone. Right here, let's take a look. So Jalen's guarding the ball right here. Where's Spencer going? Okay, you got a man right here in the zone. The corner is being defended. Looks like that's Reed. So by Reed, Jason's got the paint. Okay, we're here, but Spencer, you've got to be right here. Spencer should be right here to closer to the nail. I don't know. Again, I don't know where's Spencer going. Right now, again, you've got 2 people doing one thing in the zone. Spencer should be right here, right? Because what else is going on there, right? Gap defense, right? You're clogged. There's no driving lane here. But Spencer's venturing out to the corner where Reed's man is. So now look what happens. Now you force Jason G to have to step up and help, and there's no one to help the helper there. You don't sink down in time. So now you just give up a layup that easy put back for 2. So again, Reed's got to go. Matt beats his man with a pump fake. Look at Reed. Your man is going to help, okay? You've got to be cutting here, okay? Because you're drawing people, you're drawing all sorts of people right here. And you can see Reed is just standing instead of being right here, ready for a drop-off pass. And again, if Reed cuts, what does that do? Okay, maybe that takes this player. Now we've got Jason G coming down right here. And now we can drop it to him. Or what happens here is what happens? Now you're in prime offensive rebounding position. But no one cuts, and you get nothing. 2 people doing one thing in the zone will get you killed. Okay, look at this right here. We got Jalen and Cody both defending this player on the wing. So what does that do? That leaves the middle of the zone wide open. I mean, Jason G really can't come out because if he comes out and Matt sinks in, this wing's going to be wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. So again, why is Jalen not guarding the middle of the zone here? Okay, if the ball gets swung here, Cody can step out and Jalen can then bump him back down. Okay, but again, when you have two people doing one thing in the zone like you have, now the middle of the zone opens up and it just leads to a wide open jumper. Good execution, but again, if we cut right here, we get layups. All right, look at this. You run an empty side ball screen right here. Okay, Jason G's roll draws this backside defender. So it's Jalen whose man is in backside help right there. So again, if Jalen just cuts right here, I mean, this is a layup. This is a wide open layup, and you don't even need to hit Jason G on that. It's Elwood that can find Jalen right here for a layup. And again, there's no reason for Jalen to stand, because if Jalen cuts and he is not open, it's because he occupied this defender, and now Jared is going to be open right there, and we go there for a catch-and-shoot three. But this defender is going out to the three-point line. If Jalen cuts, he's wide open for a layup here. But instead, Jalen stands at the three-point line. Now, you still go swing for an open catch-and-shoot three, but why not get a layup out of that instead and get guaranteed points? So Jalen's got to do a better job of being in the gaps defensively right here. Look at this. The ball is in transition. Where's Jalen going here? Look at this. Why is Jalen not beneath the three-point line? Him being one step further down beneath the three-point line means he's in the gaps defensively and there's no driving lane here. Stunt, recover. But look what happens. Because Jalen isn't in the gaps defensively, look what ends up happening. Now Cody's got to step up and help. And when Cody steps up to help, again, no one to help the helper, so it's an easy drop-off to a layup for Uno. Can't go up the gut here. Look at this. Uno sets a down screen. What's Elwood doing? Just chase. Okay, when you go up the gut, you're out of position. Now look, he goes up the gut. So now look at the route he takes. Now he's out of position. Now it's just rip and go. Okay, and you get blown by, and it's into the lane for a two-shot foul. You can see once you get someone in the middle of this trap, it's just you're getting layups out of it. So right here, I mean, Uno's letting you inbound the ball. So you just make a decision. Is Elwood going to catch this inbound? Then Cody's immediately in the middle of the zone. But what happens here is Cody ends up catching it. So right now, they're letting Cody catch it. So look at right now, where's Elwood going? Okay? He should already be coming over here. Because again, once Cody catches it, we want to get it right to you. Then boom, now we're off to the races and running. But you can see no one goes to the middle here. So now now you don't give Cody a great option here. Cody, it's tough for him to throw it here. It's tough for him to throw it to Elwood here. So again, when you get nobody in the middle of that press, okay, instead of being able to get layups, you can see Cody's going to try and chuck this, and you end up turning it over. This is why it's so important to be in the gaps defensively, okay? Elwood, first of all, needs to be sprinting to get beneath the three-point line. It doesn't matter that your man's all the way out here. You got to get beneath the three-point line so you're in the gaps defensively, because look at this. Now Jalen does. Look how far off Jalen's playing this guard right here. Okay, when you're strong in the gaps, right? When Elwood has got his back to the baseline and he's at the nail. When we're in the gaps here, I believe that's Matt. Okay, now Jalen can play up because you're not one-on-one being left on an island, right? Now you've got if you get beat this way, okay, we're fine. If you get beat a little bit that way, you're fine, right? Stunt, recover here. You get beat a little bit this way, it's okay. You're not on an island. Stunt, recover, right here with okay, that's actually Reed. But Jalen, there's no gap defense here, so Jalen now is on an island. And now he's playing off so he doesn't get beat, so look at that separation. So now you're letting this guard just take an open three. So why can't Reed get up a little bit more here? Okay, as opposed to giving up the lane here, if you're hedging here, why can't Reed get up and stop this player's dribble right here? Again, backside helps right here. Your tag man is Jason, right? Tag, recover, okay? But why is Reed sagging off this screen, okay, and just giving the lane up like this? Hedge this ball screen, Reed, up, okay? Stop his dribble all the way out here. Jason G's right there to tag and backside help and then recover if need be. Okay, but the other thing also is you give up the lane because Reed sags off. The other thing is Elwood's way too pressed up to the perimeter here. He should be in the gaps defensively right here. This dribble should not be alive past Elwood, right? He should be stunting, recovering, dribble picked up right there. But Elwood isn't in the gaps defensively. Reed gives up the lane for I don't know why, and now Jalen's got to go down and help. And you can see now you give up an open catch and shoot three because of it. So you run an empty side ball screen here. Now, if Elwood actually came off this first ball screen, look at the options you have. If Jason G rolls, pocket pass, forces backside defender to step up, okay, and you either hit Jalen on a cut, or if he takes this defender with him, Cody's wide open, or if he takes this defender with him, then Reed's wide open. But so Elwood doesn't come off that first ball screen, but what do? You twist right into a second ball screen. And look at all the options you have here. I mean, Cody's open, Jalen's open. Would I prefer Jalen to cut? Of course. You can drop it either here for a layup, or he takes this defender and Reed's with him. Or the other thing that happens on this twist is because this big had started going this way, now you just get this little runner in the lane right there, and it's an open look. That's nice execution. This is great. Look at this. Jalen blows by his man. Look what happens. Draws backside help. And what's Matt do? Matt does not fade at the three-point line. He's in this dunker spot every time. Your man steps up to help. You are right in this dunker spot. So Jalen draws the help right here. Look at this. Give him options, right? He's got the option to hit Matt right here, and it's easy. Just layup and drops it off, layup. So this is issue with pressing. Now, again, this is like a zone defense in half court. I mean, look at this. It looks like Elwood's going to trap here. If that's what happens, then Cody's got to go fly to one pass away. Someone's got to come up here and get one pass away. Okay, and Matt's got to deny one pass away, right? But if you're not trapping here, look what ends up happening. We got two people doing one thing, just like in the zone, right? So just like in a zone in a half court. So what does that do? That leaves the middle of the floor open when you have two people guarding one, okay? And now look, now you allow that pass to get made, and now you're giving up numbers right here. And it ends up eventually leading to a wide open Uno 3. So Jalen's in no man's land here. When you're guarding nobody, you're leaving somebody, okay? Cody goes to guard the corner right here. Okay, he's defending this drive. Look at Jalen right here. Jalen's not defending anyone. Okay, right here, your man's on the wing here. Cody, who's guarding the corner, is defending a drive. So you got to replace right here in the corner. Cody's can't guard the ball and then recover back out. You got to go here. Okay, Jason's got to be cognizant of the man in the middle right here. Elwood's guarding up here. I believe that's Matt's guarding right there. But again, what's Jalen doing? You're guarding air. When you're guarding nobody, you're leaving somebody. And in that case, it's that player for Uno right there in the corner, and it leads to a 3. This is the problem with this press right here. Okay? I mean, when you're pressing like this is essentially a full court zone. So you have to treat it as such. Okay? Either Jalen's going to guard the ball, Elwood's going to stay here, so Cody can guard the middle, right? And then you've got, look what happened. Then you can see the floor here. Matt can stay here, and Jason can be over here. But look at this. You've got two people doing one thing. I mean, if Elwood and Jalen are both going to defend the ball, then you're trapping. That's a trap. So then just get all the way up and do that. So now Cody can go here, okay? Matt can go right here. And we're taking out one pass away. Matt can go here. Jason G can cheat up here. But again, it's just this is numbers. You have two people doing one thing right here, and now once they pass through, you're screwed. And now look, now you're just giving up a 3-on-2, and it's just way too easy for Uno to get an easy look, and it ends up being a 2-shot foul. So again, Elwood's just in no man's land. Either if you're going towards the ball, then both players need to go all the way and trap. But if you're not, then Elwood stay here so Cody can guard the middle right here. But you see, Cody leaves the middle of the floor, and now you've just given up a 3-on-2, and it ends up being, again, a 2-shot foul. On this press, look, you get Cody in the middle of this press right here. And look, only good things happen then. Ball gets to Cody. He's right in the middle of that press. Okay? And now look at, now you swing the ball, and look, I mean, I don't know why this pass doesn't get made. If this pass to Matt gets made, it's a layup. But you can see good things happen when you get in kind of the middle of that diamond press right there that Uno's running. So you run this 1-3-1 zone, and you obviously every time the ball moves, the zone has to shift, okay? And Jalen and Cody don't shift, okay? Look what happens. The ball gets swung to the top of the key here, okay? Like right now, Cody's got to get out, and Jalen's got to start to move over here. The ball is no longer here. The ball is here, so you have to treat it as such. Cody, out this way, because if the ball gets swung there, you got to get there. Jalen, get back here in the paint. like where you're supposed to be when the ball's at the top of the key. But they're late to shift over, so it just open three. This is textbook. You run an empty side ball screen. Cody does a pretty good job dragging the big. Okay, so now when you hit Jalen here, let's take a look. The backside defender. All right here. Look at Matt. You can't stand in the corner. Matt's man is right here in backside help. He should be gone cutting. Okay, because only good things are going to happen. Either we're hitting you and it's a layup, or this backside defender now is going to leave to take you, and now, oh, Jason G is going to be wide open. Okay, but look, when you don't cut, when you just stand, okay, now you end up, it ends up being a contested three, and you miss it, and you end up with 0 on this possession. So what's Cody doing here in this 2-3 zone? Okay, the ball gets swung to the wing here. Look, Cody, you got to defend one-on-one until Jalen slides over and bumps you back down to the corner here. But what is this defense Cody's doing? Look at this. He's moved all the way over here like there's about to be a trap coming, which I doubt was what was supposed to happen. So again, now you just give up, and Jalen should be coming over here again to bump Cody down, but Cody's got to play him straight up one-on-one. Why are you just giving him the lane like this? So now this player gets in the lane. Now Jason G has to help. No one to help the helper, so it's a layup. This is just a horrendous gamble by Jalen. Look, so you missed this shot. If you're Jalen, just get back. Okay? Just get back. Okay? And so we can set up in our half-court defense. But look what happens here. Jalen's going to gamble right here on a ball he really had no chance for. Now look. Now Jalen's here. The ball's here. So we've just given up numbers now because Jalen made a horrendous gamble, and it leads to an open three. Look at how great this possession is against this zone, okay? You're looking to pass. Look at every time you make a pass, the entire zone's got to shift, okay? So, boom, quick pass to the corner. Matt isn't put the ball on the ground. Quick pass here. And look, now the zone's out of way. You've made the zone have to shift so much. But right here, Reed, don't look to post up against this zone. Let's keep the ball moving. Look at, we hit Spencer right here. Now we're wide open there. He wants to cut, whatever. Good things happen when the ball doesn't touch the floor against the zone. Because, again, every time the ball moves, everybody in the zone has to shift, and at some point the zone's going to break down. But Reed's going to try and put the ball on the floor here and post up, okay? And so now, look, now you let the zone reset, okay? And now the zone, they're right back into their regular 1-3-1. The zone resets, and you end up getting very fortunate here with a jump ball. So again, the ball doesn't need to touch the ground against a zone. Look at this right here. So you're doing a great job. Look at back over here. Look at how much shifting everyone has to do in this zone. Okay? Now Elwood makes a nice pass to the corner right here. Okay, and look what happens. Look at how the zone just has to shift. Now Spencer's going to make a great cut here, but this dribble's unnecessary. Look, Spencer should just be catching and then boom to the corner, or what I would prefer is boom to a cutter right here. But again, against this zone, the ball doesn't need to touch the ground. As long as you're moving the ball, the zone is constantly shifting and it's going to break down. But look at this. By Spencer putting the ball on the ground right here, now you just let these defenders reset. What Spencer's got to do here, ball doesn't need to touch the ground. Spencer, just come here. Catch, boom. Now just keep looking to pass. But he puts the ball on the ground, giving the defenders a chance to reset, and it's a turnover. So this is an okay zone possession. Again, a lot of ball movement. Every time the ball moves, everyone's got to shift. Okay, you hit the middle of the zone right there. Look at how much shifting's going on. And now, look, now the corner's wide open. Now, again, Jared takes a pretty open catch-and-shoot three here. But look at the options here if we can get this ball down to Reed, okay? If Reed can seal his man here, we can go right there. Okay, or if Jared just is patient here. Now, look, Matt can flash middle right here. And now we create a little 3-on-2 in the lane. But so you can see, though, against a zone, as long as the ball's moving, openings will come up. And you can see, pretty good job. You get an open catch-and-shoot three with Jared. But you could have gotten probably an even better look there. So, again, good ball screen right here. Now, not an empty side ball screen, so you're drawing backside help. Now, Elwood ends up hitting an open mid-ranger, but look at how open, you let Jason G roll, backside defender steps up. Look at how open this lift is. I mean, this lift is wide open right there, right? So we can hit Spencer. We have the option to hit Spencer for a catch-and-shoot three, or we want Jason G, of course, to seal his man on the recovery. If that backside defender is able to get out in time, we can go right down low to Jason G on a post seal for an easy 2. But again, Elwood creates for himself an open mid-range jumper off the ball screen, and you get 2 points. So again, you throw it in the post right here. Here comes a double team. Jared can't stand, okay? Don't stand at the three-point line. Cut to the rim, because first of all, you're letting this defender possibly X out on you. Okay, but again, if Jared cuts, first of all, the other thing is this pass is so much easier to make for Jason, right? And now Jared catches it. He's in the lane for 2, or he draws this defender, and now Reed's wide open. We drop it there. But again, right here, this ball's going to get deflected because this pass is a lot harder to make because Jared's standing at the three-point line as opposed to just cutting, and now this pass is just an easy drop-off, and it's not going to get deflected. But Jared's all the way out there, making it a more difficult pass. It's a deflection. Okay, so I don't really know what Jason G's doing here. The ball's right here. Okay, it looks like his man's going to set a ball screen. So, but where's Jason G going? I mean, you want to get attached to your man no matter what on this ball screen. I mean, if you're icing, okay, you want to get underneath right here. All right? If you're jamming the screener and going under, okay, if you're switching, you never sag like this. The other reason you don't sag is, look, he doesn't even use the ball screen, but if Jason G's attached to his man like he's supposed to be on this screen, now he's in the gaps defensively. Again, you're putting Spencer on an island right now by being in what is essentially no man's land right here. So instead of being attached to his man who was setting the screen and now you're in the gaps, there's no drive, this doesn't happen. Okay, but he's way in no man's land, and now Spencer's left on an island, and it's a 2-shot foul. This is all about being in the gaps. Why is Elwood not getting beneath the three-point line here? Okay, the ball's right here. Your man's right here. Wonderful. You need to get beneath the three-point line so that there's no driving lane here. Look at this. When this player comes here, because Elwood's out past the three-point line and not where he's supposed to be right there beneath the three-point line and in the gaps defensively, again, your man is at half court, okay? Who cares? Be in the gaps. So now look, you're leaving the defender on an island, and he's able to get right to the rim, and it's another 2-shot foul. Solid zone possession here. Look at this. Ball doesn't hit the ground. Bang. Ball still hasn't hit the ground. From there to the middle. Now look at all the shifting. Look at everyone's got to move. Everyone's moving and collapsing in this zone right here. Okay, as the ball doesn't move, and again, now it leads to an open 3. You got to knock it down. But again, as long as the ball is not hitting the ground, the zone has to shift. You're gonna get openings. All right, what's Reed doing here out of a baseline out of bounds? His man setting a down screen right here. Reed, you got to get attached, number 1. Okay, right? So now he can't slip it. You're attached. You don't get beat on a slip. Okay. But you're attached and you show. This player can't be allowed to curl. Jason G has got to have time to get on the other side of this, okay? But Reed is just standing there while his man's setting a down screen, so now this player is able to curl and get right into an open jumper. Again, look at this. Just 2 passes in this zone, and great things happen. Ball never touches the floor. Ball doesn't touch the floor. Jalen gets it, right back to Elwood. Now, look, Elwood's wide open for 3, which is, great. But look at the options we have. Look at how the middle of the zone is wide open, too. So now we could hit Reed here for an open jumper, or Reed can draw a defender. Now Jason's open, or Reed can maybe get it and go to the lane himself. But just 2 passes. The ball never touches the ground, and that leads to just an open Elwood 3, but you have other options as well. Okay, Elwood is too glued to the three-point line here again. Okay, so really, you collapse here on this post-up right here. Okay, now I think that's Jason G. is able to come out and get to the three-point line. But look at what is Elwood doing? Why is he so glued to the three-point line? Okay, again, when the ball gets swung to the corner, bang! You're immediately you're in, right? You're right at maybe about the nail, so that when this player comes this way, you can stunt and recover. Okay, Spencer should not be having to help here. Spencer should be out here, right at about right here, right? Elwood should be down right here. This is the shell drill in a game. Okay, when the ball handler comes this way, stunt, recover back out. You're not giving up anything open at the three-point line, but there's just no reason to be this glued to the three-point line. Because now look, now it's Spencer who comes to help, and now this player's just left wide open, obviously, and you give up an open catch and shoot 3. This is almost getting out of control at this point. What is Elwood doing again? Look at the ball's right here. Why again? Look at how pressed up to the three-point line Elwood is. This is, come on. Half step, step in. This way, stunt, recover. Stunt, recover, back out. Okay, but look at you give this drive. Look at how you're giving this drive. That should never happen. You give up this driving lane, and now it's right to the rim for an and one. I can't take this. Look at Spencer right here. Okay, why is Spencer? Look at this. He's going out past the three-point line. Look at he's now out past the three-point line. Again, his man's 5 steps beyond the three-point line. Great. Okay, his back should be towards the sideline. Okay, and he should solidly be another half step in this way. Shell drill, and in the shell drill, do you go past the three-point line like this? No. Your back is to the baseline, and you're another half step to a step in. So you're not putting Jalen on an island. But look, Spencer's out past the three-point line, so now Jalen's got a foul, and look, Uno's in the bonus, so now they're going to the line. In this zone, what's Reed doing here? I mean, everyone's doing a great job right now. Look at this. Jalen's denying the middle. While Jalen denies the middle, Cody's going to come out and guard the wing. But watch what happens here. Okay, so Jason G is guarding the paint. Okay? Look when this ball's right here. Watch what Reed's going to do. Reed is going to start going inward. Reed's responsibility is this player right here in the zone. This is his responsibility. Jason G is doing his responsibility, okay? Right in the block there, the paint. Okay, again, Cody's doing a great job. Jalen's doing a great job. Elwood. Okay, but look what Reed does. Watch how Reed's going to start going back down here this way towards the paint. And why are you doing that? Again, you're just leaving your responsibility right here. And you can see what happens. Now you just give up an open three because of it. It's all Reed right here. This is all Reed. Why is Reed past the three-point line here? His man is all the way here, okay? So, but it doesn't matter. You have to get beneath the three-point line. There's no driving lane, right? But you're out past the three-point line. That's no man's land is what that is. And look, now you give up a driving lane that should never be there, and it's a layup. Okay, so Jared in this 1-3-1. Let's see what happens here. Why Jared's guarding air? Again, you're guarding nobody. When you guard nobody, you're leaving somebody. You got a man in the corner right here. Okay, like you got to start to get out over here. I mean, if this player cuts this way, Cody can go with him. Okay, but I mean, Elwood can't handle this man in the corner right here. He's got a man here on the wing. So Jared, again, you're guarding air. When you are guarding nobody, you're leaving somebody in the zone. And that's exactly what happened. So now look, now he's got to sprint all the way to get out there. And now he's going to get beat on a pump fake, and it's going to lead to an open three. So we got too many people doing one thing in the zone here. All right, look at this right here, okay? So either Jalen can guard the ball, Jason can come out, Reed can check this player here, or Reed can come out, Jalen can guard the middle of the zone, and Jason can stay here. Okay, because you're pretty much trapping here. You got 2 people guarding the ball. So Elwood's got to step in here and guard the middle of the zone right there. Basically, you got to get to 1 pass away. Elwood can't be worried about this player out here on the wing, okay, because he's 2 passes away. You're pretty much trapping. You got 2 people guarding the ball. Someone's got to check the middle of the zone. But you can see no one checks the middle of the zone. So now, look, now this player's able to get it. And look, he doesn't even get any resistance in the post because Jason G was guarding the paint until the charge circle. And by that point, it's too late. And you're going to see you're just giving up a layup now. So again, issues in the zone right here. You're leaving the middle of the zone wide open right here, okay? What's going on here? We got Jason G and Reed doing 2 people doing one thing. Either Jason G can come out, guard the middle of the zone, and Reed can occupy this man right here, okay? Or Elwood can come over and guard the middle of the zone, and if they skip past to the wing right here, Reed can come out until Elwood can bump him over. Okay, but look at the middle of the zone is left wide open. So now look, now Jason G has to fully come out, but by then the ball's already there. And now look, Reed's going to get sealed here. That's the other thing. When this ball gets thrown to the middle of the zone right here, Reed's got to get on this player's inside hip. He can't get sealed like this. And look what happens. Because he gets sealed, now Jason G's got to go double. I mean, look, they're catching the ball in the charge circle. So now when Jason G goes to double, look, now again that leaves the middle of the zone wide open. And when Jason G scrambles out to go contest, okay, we got no one here to box out this man right here. And we're just giving up an easy putback. Okay, this is beautiful right here. Beautiful spacing right here. You empty out the strong side of the floor, so Jason G's got all the time in the world and space to roll. My only quibble is, again, look at this. Instead of Jason G trying to power over this man, understand that Reed is someone on the weak side of the floor is going to be wide open, so just catch and look to the weak side of the floor, and this is a wide open layup. But because it's a guard, Jason G, it's just no match for Jason G anyways. But again, that's my one quibble is let's hit the weak side of the floor for a wide open layup. So this is the issue when you press right here, okay? You're going to trap here right at midcourt. So there's your trap right here, but where's the rotation right here? We got players all over the place for Uno, who's one pass away. I mean, Jason G's got to rotate up here, and either Jalen rotates here, and now Cody's going to occupy these two Uno players defensively, or Cody takes this player and Jalen occupies the two players 2 passes away. But look at, I mean, this is just way too easy. You're trapping here. You got two guys going to the ball, but it's way too easy to pass out of this. And once they pass out of it, you're giving up numbers, and then you eventually end up giving up a layup. This is just in transition right here. There's got to be some communication. Cody's got to say, Cody and Reed are both going to the ball right here. Cody's got to communicate, I got ball, so Reed knows to go here. Okay, because look, again, we got two people collapsing on the ball right here, Reed and Cody, because I'm assuming there's no communication between either Cody or Reed about what's going on. So now, look, now you just leave this player open when he shouldn't be, and it leads to a 2-shot foul. So Uno's pressing right here. So where's Cody going? Okay, like right here, why is Cody leaving? All you got to do is just get in the middle of this, looks like this little diamond press that Uno's got going. Again, look at this. Just get in the middle of this right here, okay? And then boom, it's here, and then we're off to the races, okay, with Matt, with whoever. But again, no one's getting in the middle here. You see this little diamond press. We just get someone right here in the middle, and we're good to go. But no, Cody's all the way out here, not even making himself available for Elwood right here. So Elwood's going to throw the ball back, and it's going to end up being a steal. So again, look at how much easier this press break is if Cody's in the middle here, okay, and not standing on the sideline. If he gets to the middle here, okay, he's going to be wide open, and again, we're off to the races with numbers, okay, or he takes this defender coming in, and now Matt's wide open, and then we're off to the races. But again, we got no one in the middle here, this little one, it looks like it's a 1-2-2 that Uno's running here. Get in the middle right here, and now we're ready to go. But again, Cody's on the sidelines right here, so you're just letting Uno get back and we give the numbers back up, okay, and it's eventually going to lead to another turnover. Again, the middle of this zone is getting left wide open because we got two people doing one thing here. Look at Jason G, okay, and Cody. They're both guarding one guy, and now the middle of the zone's left open. I mean, Jalen can't really leave because he's got a man right here. So again, if Jason G just comes up, Cody's down here, okay, Matt can stay home right here. Jalen, now everyone's doing one thing. But when you have two people doing one thing right here, you leave the middle of the zone open here. Now, Jason G ends up coming up. I don't know what Matt's doing. He's just in no man's land. I mean, he's almost in the charge circle here. He's got a player in his area of the zone. Matt's got to get out here. I mean, Jason G's now coming out to guard the middle. I wish Jason G came out a little bit sooner so that this pass can't even get made. But you see what happens here. Matt's in no man's land, so now when this ball gets swung here, Matt's got to scramble to get out, and he's got no chance of that. He's going to get beat now on a rip-and-go drive, so that forces Jason G to have to help. There's no one there to help the helper in time, and it's just going to lead to an easy layup.